Are you a U.S. veteran or active service member looking to secure your path to homeownership through the VA loan program? Well, welcome to this explainer. If you're tuning in, you're likely embarking on one of the most rewarding journeys you can take. You have access to some incredible, hard-earned benefits to help you get there, but unlocking those benefits starts with one very specific piece of paperwork. Let us show you exactly how to obtain your Certificate of Eligibility online in just a few straightforward steps. This is the starting line for your home buying journey, and we're going to make it as smooth as possible for you. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, an intro to the VA COE. 2, eligibility and required documents. 3, the step-by-step online process. 4, avoiding delays and mistakes. 5, alternative application methods. And finally, 6, troubleshooting and next steps. Section 1, Intro to the VA COE. Unlocking your earned benefits. So what exactly is this thing? Think of the Certificate of Eligibility, or COE, as the crucial bridge between your military service and your financial future. It's an official document from the Department of Veterans Affairs. All it does is confirm to a mortgage lender that you officially meet the military service requirements to participate in the VA loan program. And why is this so important? Because it unlocks perks that are frankly unmatched in the civilian world, like zero down payment, lower interest rates, and absolutely no private mortgage insurance. It is a total game changer. Now, you might be wondering, does having this guarantee me a house? Actually, no. So the crucial point is understanding the difference between eligibility and approval. It's a super common misconception. Your COE simply proves your eligibility, meaning you have the required military background. You still need to get approved by a private mortgage lender. They're going to do a standard review of your finances, your credit score, your income, and your debt-to-income ratio. The COE gets you to the starting line, right? But your financial health, that's what gets you to the finish line. Moving right along to Section 2, eligibility and required documents, mapping your service to your paperwork. So your eligibility and the paperwork you need are inextricably linked to how and when you served. It's kind of like a matching game. To qualify, veterans generally need 90 continuous days of service during wartime or 181 days during peacetime, and for that, you'll need your DD Form 214. Specifically, Member Copy 4 is preferred. Active duty, you obviously don't have discharge papers yet, so you'll need a current statement of service written on official letterhead and signed by your commander. For the National Guard and Reserve, the requirement is typically 6 years of service or 90 days of active duty under Title 10. Your documents will be the NGB Form 22 or 23, an annual retirement point statement, or the newer DD 214-1. And finally, surviving spouses of a veteran who died in service or from a service-connected disability have a separate path utilizing VA Form 26-1817 and usually require a dependency and indemnity compensation or DIC approval first. And this brilliantly illustrates what most veterans will be looking for. Check out that bottom right corner. Notice how it specifically says Member 4? This is the preferred copy because it explicitly shows your character of service and the narrative reason for separation. The VA absolutely needs to see that you were discharged under honorable conditions to grant you this benefit. All right, Section 3, step-by-step online process, navigating the VA portal. Okay, so you've got your documents gathered. Now let's tackle the core tutorial, the online application. If you're a complete beginner with government websites, honestly, don't sweat it. This is built to be a really straightforward process that should only take you about 15 minutes. You'll be using the e-benefits portal, which is jointly run by the VA and the Department of Defense, or you might go directly through va.gov. Either way, this is your secure, official government gateway. Just make sure you see that .gov in the web address so you know your data is safe. Here is your exact action plan. Step 1, sign in securely. You'll need an identity-verified account using login.gov or id.me. Step 2, once you're inside, navigate to the Housing Assistance section and select the COE request. Step 3, have your Social Security number, your exact duty dates, and any info on prior VA loans totally ready to go. And Step 4, you'll just be prompted to fill out and submit a digital version of VA Form 26-1880 online. Now, once you start the form, you'll hit the personal information screen, and I cannot emphasize enough how important this part is. The VA system tries to instantly verify your eligibility using their internal databases, but it can literally only do that if the data you type here, your first name, middle name, last name, SSN, and date of birth, matches their records exactly. Double and triple check this screen before hitting next. It will save you so much time. Let's see how this builds. If the automated system matches everything, boom, you might get your COE instantly. But if their internal systems don't have enough info, you're going to see a screen stating your application is pending manual review. Don't panic. This just means a human needs to look at it. You'll see a link to upload documents. This is exactly where you drop in that DD-214 or statement of service we gathered earlier. Doing this immediately speeds up to manual processing time, which usually takes about 5 business days. Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, Avoiding Delays and Mistakes, Pro Tips to Keep Your Loan on Track. Now, what's really interesting about this is how tiny mistakes can stretch a 5-day wait into weeks. Let's preemptively avoid them, right? Missing records, like a lost DD-214 or an outdated reserve retirement point summary, are the leading causes of delays. Data errors are another huge trap. A transposed Social Security number will instantly fail the automated system. Next, entitlement ties. If you've used a VA loan before, your entitlement might be tied up in that old property, and you'll have to officially apply for restoration. Finally, if you're a surviving spouse, your application always requires a manual review. You need to apply weeks before you even begin your home search so you aren't stressing out when you finally have a contract on a house. Okay, Section 5, Alternative Application Methods, Other Ways to Secure Your COE. So what if you aren't tech savvy, or what if you just want someone else to handle the whole thing? You've got options. The absolute fastest way is actually through a VA-approved lender. They have access to a system called WebLGY, and in most cases, they can pull your COE electronically in seconds or minutes. Highly recommended for almost all veterans and active duty. The second option is the self-service online portal we just walked through, which takes days. And the third option is by mail. You can print out VA Form 26-1880 and mail it in. This is a super reliable fallback if you have older paper records, but just be warned, it is the slowest method and can easily take 4 to 6 weeks. Almost there. Section 6, Troubleshooting and Next Steps, Finalizing Your Eligibility. Let's talk about what happens once you actually get the certificate in hand. First, review it immediately. Check your basic entitlement amount and make sure your service dates and character of discharge are perfectly accurate. Spot a mistake? Contact the VA right away to fix it before you're deep into buying a house. If your COE says your basic entitlement is $0, it just means you've used your benefit before and need to submit a request to restore it. If you get stuck anywhere, definitely lean on the VA help desk or your VA specialized lender. And here's a really great piece of news. Your certificate of eligibility never expires. Just remember, while the COE is good forever, the pre-approval letter from your mortgage lender usually expires after 60 to 90 days. Just a quick mandated heads up. Government policies, portal interfaces, and specific loan requirements can and do evolve. So always refer to the latest guidelines directly on the official va.gov website before making major financial decisions. So, we've walked through the entire process together. You know what a COE is, you know exactly what documents you need, how to navigate the portal, and how to avoid the common pitfalls. You served your country, and you've earned these incredible housing benefits. So the only question left is, are you ready to gather those documents, apply this knowledge, and take that first confident step toward the front door of your new home? Get out there and claim what's yours. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. And hey, happy house hunting.